She's a rusty old girl, but I think we'll at least get some parts off her. Do a little walk around. Yeah, got to do something with the doors. I don't know what's wrong with them. We have a hard time getting in them. But anyway, it's home.
Welcome home, Jim.
It's where it belongs now. Since I bought this parts truck, I really haven't looked at it. I paid $300 for it, and then
so much for so little.
I thought, well, it is what it is, you know. It's supposed to be a flood victim. Well, not supposed to be. It is a flood victim, and it's rusty. But I knew I really wanted this grill, and I figured there could be a ton of other parts on it. So I was just fixing to open up the hood and look in it. I figured we could look at it together. I just took the strap off. Let me get up here. Yeah, it's rusty and crunchy, I'll tell you that.
It's crunchy.
It's got a 350 in it. Mileage unknown. I can't get in the cab right now. The driver's door won't open. I did jimmy the passenger door open.
Jimmy?
I got it to open. I'll tell you how I did that later. But I wanted to see what it had going on up here and what parts I could use. The motor is probably stuck. I haven't, like I said, haven't done nothing with it. Let's check this dipstick.
Dipstick?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's water in there. Yep. Got water in it. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Somebody had a block of wood where the battery goes. And you know what? Where's the battery cables? Okay. They're kind of hidden down here. And there's the positive and here's the negative. Just seeing what I could use. So I got the grill. Well, there's the what do you call it? Cruise control. I can use the cruise control off it. And maybe, just maybe, that air compressor's good. I could use that air compressor on my dually and the bracket assembly, because the air compressor I have on the dually now is bad. That's another part. So look at that. The air compressor's 200. That grill, I think if that grill was on Marketplace, I could probably get $100, $150 out of it. So I got my money back in the grill and the compressor, if the compressor works. Well, let's check this air condition if we can get to the old Schrader valve, which we can't. if that thing has pressure in it, then the system might be good. Need something to push that in with. What about this?
Stick it in.
No, no pressure. So something's bad in it. But what's bad in the dually is a compressor. It's leaking around the back of the compressor. It's a different style compressor on there. But if I switch the bracket and everything, I can use this compressor, and it'll be something I can get more readily available. Here's something else I can use right here. I'm looking at, if I can get it off, that wing nut. I need a wing nut. Yeah, well, that'll be good. Yep. Too bad the hood ain't in better shape. This is an original hood. Right now, I'm going to be taking this grill off because I want to use this grill on the dually truck. Back on the square body again, the old dually. It's a new day, and I worked last night. I was working on the grill. I took the grill out and I replaced all them little tabs. Well, let me show you here. There. I replaced all them little tabs that are on the adjustment screws. I bought a set from the old Amazonian warehouse, and I put them in. And you know what? I realized after I got all but one put in that I had put them in backwards.
Oh, crap.
And I said, well, I'm going to do this last one. If you look at that, it's backwards.
Would you look at that?
I said, well, I'm going to do this last one the right way. Oh my goodness. If you look at them, I don't know if I got another one to show you here, but let me see if I can show you the back of it. Yeah, you see the back of it right there? That's supposed to be the front. And I went ahead and I turned the last one around the right way, we'll call it, where that was the front. And the thing popped out on me like 15 times.
15 times?
Wouldn't hold the pressure. And finally ended up breaking it, and I had to use another one. Luckily I had two more than I needed. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the wrong way again. I put it in the wrong way, worked beautiful. Matter of fact, it was this one right here on top. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just like that one. And this one up here was black because that was one of the two extras that I had. They were black. So I'm gonna go ahead and order me some more of these because they seem pretty flimsy, you know, like they're not gonna really last. We'll see. The other ones stood the test of time. You know, what would they last? 40 years? 30 some years? Shoot. I mean, goodness gracious, if these will last that long, I'm good. But anyway, I got the headlights all adjusted, and the way I did that, I normally do it on my garage door, but I measured the center beam of the headlight, and I measured it over here on my moldy door that I'm gonna have to replace. And I got a 1-inch drop. So that's about, what, 10 feet? 8 feet? It's about 8 feet. And I got a 1-inch drop. So that's pretty good right there. The low beams I just put in the, you know, right underneath the high beams. The low beam is like 5 inches from center to center, something like that, 6 inches, I don't remember. But I just measured the same on the door, 6 inches down, and I did the same with these two. So it should be pretty close. I can fine tune them later. I did notice in this here, there's a glare on the screen. Let me see if I can wipe that camera off a little bit. Yeah, that's no better. I did notice when I was looking at my, you know, I got my transmission cooler. There we go. It's right here. Got this nice fan. Boy, they used to make fans back in the day, didn't they? They made them to last. And it still works. Anyway, I got my transmission cooler and I got my oil cooler over here. And I was looking at it and I looked down there and ooh, where's that go to? Nowhere.
You're going nowhere.
So somebody cut the ends of the pipe off. So I'm just going to take this out of here because it's just blockage for my radiator. It's just blocking the nice cool air going through. I don't need that, and I don't plan on hooking it back up. So I'm going to take that off, and I don't know how it's mounted on the bottom, but there's 2 bolts on the top. And I'm going to take this off and I'm going to paint all this black so it, you know, it looks good when you look through it. And then I got my other grill over here off my parts truck, and this is going on instead of that rusty metal billet or tubing, whatever mumbo jumbo they had on here. Looked terrible anyway. This is going to look good. I'm taking that, I don't know if I'm going to take it off or not. I might take it off, but that little strip across the middle here, I'll show you on these. That little strip across the middle right there, I'm going to take it off. It's got these cut nuts that are or stamped nuts, whatever you want to call them. They're stamped out of a piece of sheet metal. It's got them on it. I'm going to take them off, and I'm going to take this piece off, and I'm going to put it on the original light bezels, because the original are chrome, and this here is just plastic that's kind of deteriorating and broken and doesn't look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off and put it on them. Of course, I'm gonna have to drill 2 holes. It's gonna hurt me to do it, but I'm making it better. And then I'm gonna paint that middle stripe red again, or I'm gonna get me some red tape and put on there, because they have red pinstriping tape that's about 1 inch wide, which is what I think that is, and that would look good too. It may look good for a longer period of time, I don't know, but that's my plan anyway. So let me get to cracking at it. Well, I think I'm going to start off with getting these little trim pieces off the old light bezel here without breaking the tabs off. I'd like to keep them on there. Push come to shove, I'm always trying to think of, you know, alternative routes if all else fails. I could double stick tape these on, it would be just fine. But for right now, I'm going to try to do it the right way and take these little cut stamped nuts off, and we'll see. They're pretty crunchy though. has little tabs on there to kind of hold that little piece. Well, it's just going to have to get held in place by these studs. Well, these are metal studs on here. Wow, that's pretty nice.
How nice?
Nice.
Just nice?
Pretty nice.
I think it's going to do pretty good. Let's experiment on this one. I'm going to use some Brillo pads or SOS pads, and I'm going to get these a little bit softer. There we go. And I'm going to clean these up with this. And these pads are really nice for chrome. They're not going to scar it up. They clean it up really good. And it's got the soap already in it. Makes it nice. There we go. Pretty happy with that. Here's the light bezels that they're going to go on. Uh-oh. Maybe they won't go on. Now we have a dilemma. Are we even going to use these? And why are these a different size? We're going to have to go check that, guys. Because I really want to use these chrome ones. I never did go over these with SOS pads. I'm going to do it while I'm here. Why not? All right. Well, let's go over to the other light bezel and let's see what's different. I didn't think there was any difference in them myself. Learn something new every day. All right. Well, let's see what the difference is. Oh, I see now. Well, you see this one here protrudes out. You see that? It protrudes out to the surface. And this one here is kind of countersunk in there. Doesn't protrude out. So, it's either use this one. I really don't care to, or use this one. Oh.
Amazing! Amazing!
This one's sure a lot nicer. But at least that means that this surface, which is going to be up against the grill, is the same, and the grill should work. So I'm happy about that. I wonder if there's any way I could just put a stripe across there. Red stripe? Maybe just a stripe across the middle? I don't know. We'll see. I want to make sure this grill is going to fit and look right. Well, I guess I ought to take my OG signal lights out because this one already has the signal lights built into it. And I spent all that time cleaning these up. Well, the next guy will appreciate it. Or maybe I'll use them on my other truck. I don't know. All right. Now, see how this goes in. See if I want to invest the time into cleaning it up. But I like this factory style grill. Really like it. So let's get to cleaning. This is not a promotion of any kind, guys, but this stuff right here, the Reliable One spray cleaner. I buy this at the mobile home and RV shows, and this stuff here really works. I normally have a jug of it in stock. I don't see my jug right now. I must be out, but I buy a 1 gallon jug, and they normally throw in one of these for free when you buy the gallon jug. This stuff here is fantastic, and it'll clean things that I haven't seen other cleaners clean. So not a promotion, but I like it. I want to let you know. I'm gonna go spray this down outside, let it soak. Well, guys, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, and I got these grill parts put back together. Of course, I just used the SOS pads on that chrome, and look how that chrome wound up back. Yeah, I love the way them chrome eyelids or whatever you want to call it look. I went ahead and I painted the silver on the grill, so the grill looks pretty good now. And I shine these stainless steel inserts up. I cleaned them all up with the SOS pads, and I bought from Amazon some 1-inch pinstriping tape, and I went ahead and I put the red back in the middle of them, that's what they had before. They had some pinstriping tape on there. And on the bow tie, none of this is all just set together here. On the bow tie, I painted, of course, I cleaned the rim up with Scotch-Brite or SOS pads, and then I painted that little black area in between there. I did an okay job on it. I painted it with some of my wife's black fingernail polish, and where I got a little bit of, where I colored outside the lines, I just kind of wiped it off, but it kind of made it pop pretty good. But I don't want to put, oh, that's the other thing I did. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I painted the whole inside of the grill blacked it all out to where the grill will look better. I still need to get the SOS pads and go on around the bumper, because there is a little bit of light surface rust on the bumper, and it'll end up making that bumper pop. But like I was fixing to say, is I don't want to do anything. I don't want to put this grill on there, which is really nice now, as far as, by my standards. I don't want to put the grill on and then do what I'm gonna have to do on this hood to bring it around, all the residuals are gonna run right on that, and it's gonna mess everything up, guys, and that's gonna be very disheartening. So I've started over here. If you can see the difference there, this area right here is a little bit smoother, and what I started using was a little bit at CLR in there. I started spraying some CLR and going over it with the little SOS pad. And this here is pretty smooth. Over here, not so smooth. It's rough. And my plan is, I'll give you a little sneak peek. My plan is to put some elbow grease into it. I've already started on this side. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but guys, that looks phenomenal to me right here.
Absolutely phenomenal.
All this is it's a little bit, I did the door too. All this is some of the McGuire's right here, ultra cut compound, and that little buffing pad right there, and I just buffed away at it and brought that beautiful patina shine back to it. Man, I'm real happy with that. If I can get the hood in these areas right here to come back shiny again, and I think it'll look pretty good. I don't know what, see right here, these areas in here where it was just rusty, it looks just rusty, and I'm okay with that. Some of them, they got a little bit red here, but I'm okay with that too. But I'm gonna SOS pad this hood down, you know, the rough areas. I don't think I have to do anything else with the truck. Give you a little walk around here. Over here, I may have to put some, you know, SOS elbow grease on it, just a little bit across the ridge. And jury's out on this fender. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this fender yet, but you know, time will tell. I did shoot a little bit of red paint on it because it was white and didn't look good. So I just shot a little bit, just kind of nothing real heavy, but we'll see what conspires here. I'm thinking about maybe sanding this all on down, making, you know, because it's rough. You know, they say rough as a cob. Yeah, this is rough as a cob.
But thank goodness you're still just as rough as a cob.
So I got things to do, guys. I got other videos to make on this truck, and I got other stuff to do. Well, guys, until next time, y'all take care. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. That'll really help my channel out. And you know, come back and see me, see the how the build is going on this truck, and you know, just follow along. Give me a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment or two. You know, it won't hurt. Until next time, guys, take care. May God bless every one of you. See ya.